Russia and China have signed a landmark gas deal that sidelines Europe and cements Moscow's pivot east. Gazprom and China's cnpc inked a binding agreement in Beijing to build the Power of Siberia-2 pipeline, delivering 50 billion cubic meters of gas annually for 30 years through Mongolia. Gazprom CEO Alexei Miller hailed it as the largest, most ambitious, and most capital-intensive gas project in the world.
We are not supplying Eastern Siberian gas to China, while Europe is supplied with Western Siberian gas. Fields in Western Siberia are significantly farther away from the Russia-China or Russia-Mongolia border than those of Eastern Siberia. Therefore, transportation costs for supplying gas to the Chinese market are substantially lower. So, the Chinese market is closer, logistical costs are lower, and as a result, the price is reasonably lower.
The deal comes as Moscow boosts supplies through the existing Power of Siberia line from 38 to 44 BCM per year. Payments will be split between rubles and foreign currency, a direct challenge to Western dominance of global finance. Miller underlined that the project's geography makes China's gas cheaper than Europe's, thanks to lower transport costs from Eastern Siberia. The breakthrough followed President Vladimir Putin's high-profile meetings with Xi Jinping. The leaders signed over 20 cooperation agreements across energy, industry, and technology. Putin declared relations had reached an unprecedented level. China added a sweetener, visa-free entry for Russians from September 15th, far more generous than Europe's tightening visa restrictions. Negotiations had dragged on for years, with Beijing demanding near-domestic Russian prices, but energy instability triggered by the Israel-Iran conflict revived China's urgency, as reported by the Wall Street Journal. For Moscow, Europe's refusal to buy gas left Beijing as the natural partner. Igor Shuvalov, chairman of Russia's VEB, said, "Investment cooperation is now at high level, with joint projects worth several trillion rubles. Nearly 200 major ventures are under the direct watch of Putin and Xi, spanning petrochemicals, automotive technology, and industrial production."
Investment growth is significant. There is a special Russian commission. This commission is headed by the first Deputy Prime Minister, Denis Manturov. We have nearly 200 large-scale projects, which are under the direct supervision of leaders Xi Jinping and Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin. Today, we have discussions on localizing production of automotive equipment, household appliances, gas chemistry, petrochemicals, and many other projects. They, China, show interest in practically all areas of economic development.
The timing is defiant. As US President Donald Trump threatens secondary sanctions on buyers of Russian crude, Beijing insists its energy choices reflect national interests. Europe, once Gazprom's crown jewel, is left chasing costly LNG, while Asia secures decades of cheap supply. For Brussels, the era of Russian gas is gone, and it will not return.